Hey guys, this is Barron Farnell coming to you with another video, and I'm here with my good friend Khari. We just thought it'd be fun to do another videos that we would like to call commentaries. Just because I'm a big fan of special DVDs, behind the scenes, that's our thing, and so we thought we'd try to do this little commentary for you guys. So if you guys get too bored, we won't be offended, but definitely show us, but definitely please subscribe. We appreciate all the love and support. And Khari, anything you want to mention?
No, just get right into it. Today we're going to be doing a commentary on Shrek, the first one. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with this.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
It's funny, it always feels like my wires aren't long enough.
So definitely this is a very classical beginning. It definitely brings you back to all those Disney movies of how there's a like glitter and a book, and
yeah, DreamWorks makes some pretty good movies.
Yeah, and how they do a Once Upon a Time long ago that you'll see now.
I remember for a while I wasn't like really into that many animated movies at first, and this is one of the few that kind of got me open my mind a little bit more to give them a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm still very picky about certain ones that I watch, but this is one of the few that I did enjoy.
Yeah, I guess this is one of those fairy tales that is more likely for kids and adults to enjoy it, because there are a lot of fairy tales that mostly you would see only kids enjoying, but in this case, you know, this, I mean, it's Shrek. I mean, it's a classic, so if you don't love it, something is wrong with you.
Plus, I like how like you started to over time incorporate more hidden jokes in there for adults to enjoy it as well as the kids, like watch it with their kids. Eddie Murphy played a good donkey. I like that. That's my favorite character in this.
So I think this song was well, actually, I think this was the first band that my dad introduced me to was Smash Mouth, because I'm not really that much of a band person. I prefer solo artists and you know, Broadway show tunes type music and that sort of thing. But no, this song really gets you up on your feet and start wanting to sing and all that stuff. Oh, cool! You can't hear our voices.
Yeah, I was just doing like a quick check in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But I forgot about this part.
That is so funny that even a fish would be intimidated by that.
Oh, I forgot Cameron Diaz was. She was Fiona, right?
Yeah, Cameron Diaz was Fiona, and yeah. If no, Cameron Diaz from, like, you know, Charlie's Angels and Bad Teacher. I mean, she's a great actress. Yeah, another thing that's so great about these animated type movies is that they're so alive. Like, it seems like you're watching both animation and live action at the same time.
Oh, you ever seen Final Fantasy?
That
movie did it so well. The detail in that, it like looks almost better than what live actors would do. Like that's probably one of the most attention to detail type animation video movies I've ever seen. Like, I wasn't really a fan of the video game, but the movie was great. The way it was done, the script, the story, and like details in people's like faces, the reaction, the way they animated every little hair, it was crazy. I never seen that kind. Oh, by the way, on Barron's YouTube channel, he did a voiceover scene when Shrek beats Donkey. So you can check out his YouTube channel to find that video.
Well, actually, I don't think it's on my YouTube channel. We did the one with we did
the other one. It was,
we did the Ted one, and then
tried Aladdin, but didn't.
And then the Aladdin. No, the Aladdin one works.
It's there?
Yeah, it's there. So yeah, there's two voiceovers you can look up on my YouTube channel, and also I've got other tons of dance videos and song videos that Khari helped me out with, so please check that out. And plus, you know, Khari is a great rapper himself. He's got a lot of great music videos on his YouTube channel and website. You can look it up. So yeah, definitely please do. Yeah, one of the things I love about Shrek is that they have so many well-known fairy tale creatures.
Oh
in
yeah,
this.
they reference a lot of old creatures.
Like there's the dwarfs from Snow White, and like there's I'm guessing Wicked Witch of the West or something.
Yep. Tin Man's in there.
And there's Donkey, the best character in the movie without a doubt. Voiced by the incredibly talented Eddie Murphy.
Got the 3 bears.
I'm a real boy! See, I never liked Pinocchio. That's one of the Disney films I never really liked. But this Pinocchio made it all the more better.
I can always enjoy where they keep certain references to older characters from giving them a cheesy look.
Yeah.
He's just a little nervous. He's really quite a chatterbox. Boneheaded dope. That's it. I've heard enough. Guards. No, he talks. He does.
So, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but the great Eddie Murphy, he basically got his start in the original Saturday Night Live cast back in 1957, was it?
57?
50.
I don't think it was that long ago, was it?
I think it was in the 50s. Or maybe it was...
No, it wasn't that far.
Oh, okay, then I could be wrong. Flying talking donkey. Yeah, I think Eddie Murphy was the very first comedian that I just loved and just laughed at whatever he said. It's just his voice.
Yeah.
I think that what makes a great comedian is just the way they sound, basically.
Yeah, that's part of it. You're delivering your presentation. Sometimes you can get away with saying just basic, simple stuff and make it
anything.
Funny.
You there, Olga? Aye. By the order of Lord Farquaad, I am authorized to place.
Looks like the Facebook F.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I don't know if they did it on purpose or not, but it looks just like it.
So, and you guys might also know the guy that voiced Shrek, Mike Myers. He was also in those movies. Austin
Powers?
Yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah,
Wayne's World.
Yeah, Wayne's World and Ken the Hat, and but anyway, there was recently when he was on the Jimmy Fallon show, and Jimmy Fallon was basically saying how Donald Trump recently fired someone from the White House, and it turned out to be Dr. Evil. So it was hilarious. You should look it up.
I think they did a skit about that. It's kind of like a music video type. I forgot what the name of it was, but it was pretty hilarious. I came across it. Well, and actually on your YouTube channel, I was uploading one of your videos. I saw it on the suggested. It was pretty.
That was really scary. And if you don't mind me saying, if that don't work, your breath certainly will get the job done. Cause you definitely need some Tic Tacs or something. Cause your breath stinks. Man, you almost burned the hair out my nose. Just like the time.
Okay, this is Donkey's best line coming up in a few minutes right here.
Why are you following me?
I'll tell you why. Cause I'm all alone.
There's no one here beside me.
My problems have all gone.
Was Puss in Boots in this one or the second one?
The second one.
Me. But you gotta have friends.
Stop singing!
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Only a
Yeah, I love it. I love it how Shrek is a character who tries to seem scary, but I mean, on the inside, he's just like this big, cuddly teddy bear type.
You know, have your torch and pitchforks. Doesn't that bother you?
Nope.
Because it seems like at first that obviously Shrek just wants to be left alone. He wants to be scary and scare people and all that stuff. But then later on in the movie, you find out that he's just someone who wants to be loved by other people, and so
Yeah, he definitely uncover the layers and notice the character development.
yeah.
That would be my home.
Oh, and it is lovely.
Just beautiful. Yeah, you can play it decorator.
It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget. I like that boulder.
That is a nice boulder. I think that's my dad's favorite line.
I guess you don't entertain much, do you?
I like my privacy.
You know I do too. That's another thing we have in common. Like I hate it when you got somebody in your face, you trying to give them a hint, they won't leave, and then there's that big awkward silence, you know. Can I stay with you?
What?
Can I stay with you?
See, you can't really tell if Donkey really wants to be Shrek's friend or if Donkey just wants his protection.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
You have to make, yeah, you don't really notice that at first. So it makes that dynamic between them kind of mysterious. Like, okay, what's about to happen? One's going to snap on the other one, or what?
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories.
You really don't see his intentions right away
Yeah.
until you see the relationship develop.
Where do I sleep?
Outside!
Oh, I guess that's cool. I mean, I don't know you, and you don't know me, so I guess outside is best, you know. Here I go. Good night. I mean, I do like the outdoors. I'm a dunk. I was born outside.
I'm still talking.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess you can understand some ways why Shrek doesn't like Donkey, because he just talks too much. He's like an annoying little brother kind of thing, you know. Yeah, you can definitely have friends though.
I didn't notice that before. Like, he was sipping a martini. Anyway.
Yeah. And like how he uses that wax as earwax
Yeah.
as a candle. That's just so it's realistic. It's gross, but it's funny and it's realistic. It's like, oh, okay.
They also think you got those ear candles that take wax out of your ears, that kind of melts and sucks it out of your ears.
Yeah, that's disturbing. Yeah, see, the thing is, one of the things is that you definitely have friends that may be a pain in the neck, or siblings might be a real pain in the neck, but the truth is, you really do need them in the end.
I told you to stay outside.
I am outside.
Now, these guys crack me up.
Well, gents, it's a far cry from the farm, but what choice do we have? It's not.
Good old 3 lime ice.
What a lovely bed.
Gotcha.
I found some cheese!
Is that you, Gorda? How did you know? Enough! What are you doing in my house? Hey!
I'm still wondering how they were able to get that big thing in the house.
What, the Sleeping Beauty or the...
Yeah, the Snow White
Oh,
casket. How were they able to get it in that?
That's not Sleeping Beauty?
No, that's Snow White.
Okay.
Yeah, Snow White's the one who gets put in the glass casket after she eats the poison apple.
Right,
So the
okay.
prince comes by and kisses her, and yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen those 2 stories since I was a kid, so I got those 2 confused.
What are you doing in my swamp? All right, get out of here,
What year was this released again?
Oh jeez. I think it was like I think it was like in 2003 or 2. I want to say.
Okay.
I want to say,
No one invited us. What?
or maybe it was sooner.
First to come here.
It was definitely in the earlier 2000s.
All right. 2001.
2001. Thank you.
All right. Who knows where this Farquaad guy is?
Oh, I do. I know where he is.
Does anyone else know where to find him?
Yeah, he's like, please don't let me take Donkey.
Anyone?
Yeah, anyone else but Donkey, please.
Yeah, he was like annoying the hell out of him the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, okay, fine.
All fairy tale things. Do not get comfortable. Your welcome is officially worn out. In fact, I'm gonna see this guy Farquaad right now and get you all off my land and back where you came from.
Yeah, definitely, to me, it definitely seems like doing voice animation, I guess, is in some ways a little bit easier than doing live action, because you don't have to focus on your acting so much, and plus you're in a room by yourself, so
Yeah,
you
just
kind
gotta worry about portraying the emotion through the voice, and that's it.
yeah, you can just overact.
Yeah.
And plus, one of the cool things about animation is that they actually catch glimpses of your face and put it on the characters.
Really?
Yeah, you could definitely see Mike Myers' face on Shrek, and as well as Eddie Murphy's face on Donkey. I mean, in certain scenes. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean,
Never knew they did that.
Yeah.
I know they did with CGI stuff, but I didn't know they did it with just type of animation.
no, that's one of the great things about animation. It's an amazing business to be in.
That's enough.
Now, I think, I'm not sure if it was all the films, but I know in at least one of the Shrek movies, I think it was Shrek 3rd, where a lot of the crew members of the making of the Shrek films did some of the voices.
Okay.
So I think it was the exclusive producer, I think, that did the voice of.
What's next? Executive producer.
Yeah, the
Oh,
exec-
okay. What's
yeah,
the
yeah,
producer?
the
All right.
the executive producer who did the voice of Gingy,
Tell me, or I'll count out the buttons.
and there was another one who did the voice of Pinocchio, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just Shrek 3rd, but
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
She's married to the Muffin Man.
My lord, we found it.
Well, then what are you waiting for? Bring it in.
I love how they made the magic mirror as someone who kind of speaks for himself, kind of thing. Like he doesn't just say like, "Oh, great powerful one," or whatever.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Is
It actually has a personality.
Yeah,
the kingdom of them all?
like this.
Well, technically, you're not a king.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't hear the magic mirror saying that.
You were saying?
What I mean is that you're not a king yet. But you can become one. All you have to do is marry a princess.
And I love in this part when he introduces the princess.
So,
He kind of sounds like a game show host.
time for you to meet today's eligible bachelorettes. And here they are.
I
Bachelor
realize how
number
long it's
one.
been since I've seen this. Like so many parts about it, I forgot.
From a kingdom far, far away. She likes sushi and hot tubbing. And her hobbies include cooking and cleaning for her two evil
The old dating game.
Yeah, he sounds like he's
Sounds just
quoting.
like him.
He's like quoting each princess. Like, this is her hobby. This is what she does. Come on, give it up for Snow White.
And last, but certainly not least, Bachelorette number 3 is a fiery redhead from a dragon-guarded castle surrounded by boiling lava. But don't let that cool you off. She's a local peasant who likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. Yours
for the rescuing Princess Fiona.
Yeah, see, I could definitely see Cameron Diaz's face on Fiona in that. he's holding two fingers like.
Yeah.
You've chosen Princess Fiona.
I heard this really nice cover band do this song in
Yes.
time in Hawaii. It was amazing. They just killed it.
I'll do it. Yes, but after sunset. Silence! I will make this Princess Fiona my
Yeah, I'm really a big fan of love stories where you have this very unattractive guy, and you have this beautiful woman, and at first you're kind of like, how would this woman fall for this ugly, scary guy like Shrek? But eventually it just works out.
Is that what drew you to Beauty and the Beast?
What?
So is that what drew you to Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, definitely, because Beauty and the Beast is about a beast being loved by someone who at first you would think is completely out of his league, but he's able to win her over because of his heart and because of just him being loving and all that stuff. So those are my favorite types of romance movies. That's gonna cost them more money. Yeah, I love how they made this a lot like Disneyland.
Yeah,
I
noticed that too.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet. Where is everybody?
Hey, look at this!
Yeah, especially this. This thing is definitely a lot like those wind-up toys they see at Disneyland, just singing. And that's the other thing. This is supposed to be back in the 1800s. Like, there's no way they had these things, a lot of this stuff in the 1800s.
Well, through the whole movie, they're mixing a lot of pop culture
Yeah,
with the old setting intentionally.
Yeah,
For the comedy of it. I mean, that's not pop culture, but other stuff like that. And what was it? That's what they showed earlier. I forgot. Like earlier in the film.
No!
And Donkey just starts humming the song.
Alright, you're going the right way for a smack bottom.
Sorry about that. That champion shall have the honor, no, the privilege to go forth and rescue the lovely Princess Fiona from the fiery keep.
You notice they have souvenirs of itself in the souvenir shop.
For any reason the winner is unsuccessful, the first runner-up will take his place, and so on and so forth. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I always laugh at that because you're not making a sacrifice yet, douchebag.
Oh, that's not very nice.
It's just a donkey.
Donkey.
Indeed. Knights, new plan. The one who kills the ogre will be named champion. Have at him.
Oh, hey, now come on. Hang on now.
I first want to say, oh hell no.
Can't we just settle this over a pint?
No. Alright then.
Alright then. Come on!
Yeah, this just totally turns into a rock and roll slash WWE match going on.
Double clothesline. Drop kick.
Body slam.
Like a soup leg.
I actually became a recent fan of
Tombstone. What? And the ankle lock and all that shit. That's crazy.
I actually recently just started to watch WWE wrestling, and I gotta say, it's actually really entertaining. Because it's just so funny how they're able to do moves to their opponents they think are like the most brutal ways that they can get hurt or whatnot, but they literally just fake it. So
many months of training, conditioning, and acting and all that. When I was a kid, I was really into it up until like around the early 2000s. Then that's when it started to become boring for me. And now like, I don't really watch it anymore, but I keep up with it a little bit every now and then just for the characters and shit. They do a lot of funny stuff. So
I'm already on a quest to get my swamp back.
Your swamp?
Yeah, my swamp, where you dump those fairy tale creatures.
Indeed. All right, Ogre, I'll make you a deal. Go on this quest for me, and I'll give you your swamp back.
Exactly the way it was.
Down to the last slime-covered toadstool.
And the squatters.
it's just so funny how movies make certain ages of history seem a lot more entertaining than they were. You know?
oh yeah, you have to. Unless you're doing a documentary or something like that.
Yeah, because I saw a documentary on the Dark Ages back in the 1800s, and clearly life was brutal, and
Right.
it's likely you would just get killed the next day or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I could have decapitated an entire village and put their heads on a pike, got a knife, cut open their spleen and drink their fluids. Does that sound good to you?
No, not really. No.
For your information, there's a lot more to ogres than people think.
Example?
Example? Okay, ogres are like onions.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they don't cry?
No.
Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs.
No.
What the heck makes him think that?
Layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
Oh, you both have layers.
At first, I didn't understand the layers thing, but then later on in the movie, it makes sense. Because when Shrek's talking about ogres having layers, meaning, in other words, Shrek just won't open up to other people.
Yeah.
Like, because near the end of the movie, Donkey says, "You're so wrapped up in layers, you're afraid of your own feelings, and what people might think, and all that stuff."
Yeah, it pretty much applies to everybody. Everybody has layers of their personality, layers of themselves. Once you get to know somebody or something, you just peel back another layer.
Yeah.
That's what's that. We lost the word I was gonna say. I don't think my voice is picking up really well. I don't see it.
It's going up.
But that was you. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah, it's going up. Don't worry. I didn't notice what Donkey was doing at first. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I looked away for a second. What do you do? Did you step on that? Was that fire?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yeah, he stepped on. Yeah, his foot was burning, and so Donkey just pees on it,
Oh.
just to put it out. You know.
Ooh, Shrek, did you do that? Man, you gotta warn somebody before you just crack one off. My mouth was open and everything.
Believe me, Donkey, if it was me, you'd be dead.
Now,
Brimstone.
do you think DreamWorks and Pixar and Disney are like the same thing?
No, they're not.
Because because I was kind of surprised that Shrek wasn't made by Disney, because Disney is known for making fairy tales, and
Well,
definitely.
Disney is a whole film company conglomerate, which has smaller companies under that umbrella. And like Pixar, DreamWorks, there's a couple others I can't remember right now. Those are just the animation studios itself that do like make the production for the bigger film company.
So if you guys don't know this, originally Mike Myers was just asked Yeah, I think it was based on his British childhood where he got it from. So
But you're already halfway.
Yeah, but I know that had to say.
Okay, fine. I don't have time for this. You go back.
Shrek, no, wait.
Don't keep. Oh, let's have a
Wait,
dance
Shrek,
then, shall we?
don't, don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do what?
well done animation there. But yeah, this definitely has to be my favorite animation, where like like everything around you is not like, it doesn't look like cardboard type animation, but
Yeah,
like
it's not pixel, it's not polygonal.
especially nowadays in both animation and video games, they always do a lot of motion capture,
Right.
which is basically where the actor actually performs the scenes like you would in a play or filming a movie or whatever, but instead you're just doing it in a room wearing like a skin tight suit covered with all these dots that'll basically capture every single movement that you make of your face and all that stuff, because I got like hundreds of cameras around the room. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that was like one of my favorite. Back when I used to play video games a lot, one of my favorite video game series was the Mortal Kombat series, and they kind of pioneered that motion capture with using digitized real people and putting them in the game. I seen it with the mostly with like a lot of fighting games first. Then did with the sports. Then did with the RPGs. I know almost every game does it, but then they, over the last 10 years they moved it more into the polygonal CGI type stuff. Oh, I wanted to ask you, did you see like drawbridges when you were on your vacation? Drawbridges? Yeah. Not drawbridges, but yeah, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, what was that bridge they just walked across? The long one. The bridge they just walked across the lava. What kind of bridge was that? I forgot the name of it.
It was like I'm not sure what they call
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's basically a rope. I mean, it's basically
Yeah, the rope
made.
bridges. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a rope.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
it's
was that? Oh.
Yeah, it's basically a rope with like wooden planks every like inch of it.
Yeah. I've seen videos of someone who was like, you have to walk foot like in front of each other, just like one long plank, the ropes.
A girl dragon? Of course you're a girl dragon. Oh god. This is so funny. A dragon falling in love with a donkey. It's amazing how she's able to just carry Donkey by the tail and not rip it off.
Yeah.
Now, this is definitely an iconic scene because this definitely brings you back to those old fairy tales with a man rescuing a woman from a tower and having to give him a kiss in order to wake him up, but instead of kissing her, wake up!
Are you Princess Fiona?
I am. Awaiting a knight so bold as to rescue me.
Oh, that's nice. Now let's go.
But wait, Sir Knight. This beeth our first meeting. Should it not be a wonderful, romantic...
Yeah, one of the great things about Cameron Diaz is that she's one of those actresses who, like, when she does Fiona, she can be a really funny, cheerful, happy person.
Yeah.
But then in like other movies, like Bad Teacher, she could be just so provocative and sexy and all that stuff. And
Yeah, a lot of my favorite actors have played very versatile roles, whereas like the complete opposite types of roles all the time.
yeah, I don't necessarily think it matters on people playing different accents. I think it's just a matter of
How good you can embody that character of
Yeah.
of that particular movie.
yeah, you just gotta embrace the character itself. And
Didn't slay the dragon?
It's on my to-do list. Now come on.
But this isn't right. You're going to charge in sword-drawn banner flying. That's what all the other knights did.
right before the burst in the flame.
Kind of knight are you?
One of a kind.
Long period of time. Just call me old-fashioned, you know. I don't know, rush into a physical relationship. I'm not emotionally ready for a commitment of this magnitude, really. Real magnitude. Ah, hey, that is unwanted physical contact.
That's usually like if I'm on a date with a woman or something like that, I always ask them questions before I actually make a move, you know? Like, you know, because, you know, I'd rather get a no answer than a slap in the face.
That's right.
So, you know, it's like if a girl, like, you know, if we hung out and had a great dinner and all that stuff, usually around the end of the night, you know, of course, I'll ask them if I can kiss them before I even think about going for it, you know?
Did she just kiss his ass? Is that what she did?
Yeah, she just kissed it. Yeah. Yeah.
It talks. Yeah, let's get them to shut up. That's the trick.
I mean, honestly, I think he's just more funnier than Shrek and Fiona, honestly. It's kind of funny how you see a zigzag going on with the chains.
you two, head for the exit. I'll take care of the dragon.
I was actually hoping he was gonna fight the dragon with that sword.
It's cool how you can see like the lava through the cracks in the ground. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
especially,
the color of the light from it.
yeah, especially the flames. That's really impressive.
Like anytime I watch like anime movies or see people playing video games, I'm looking at it from different views, like looking at like an artistic eye, like in a creative way. I'm looking at details of like the mapping, the animation, the details, different layers of the texturing, all that stuff, the timing of the sounds, and I'm thinking about all that while I'm watching stuff like this. While I'm enjoying the story, I'm like even looking at stuff from a more technical point of view, just because I love how learning about the creation of stuff, especially when it comes to, like film, television.
You did it! You rescued me! You're amazing! You're
Yeah, it's
Like, I was
amazing.
watching the Avengers and it had like that super long ending credit sequence. I'm like looking at names and stuff, like different categories of jobs and stuff. I'm looking at all that.
I'm pure. I am eternally in your debt. And where would a brave knight be without his noble steed?
All right, I hope you heard that. She called me
She got a steed.
The battle is won. You may remove your helmet, good sir knight.
No.
Why not?
I have helmet hair.
Please, I would.
I think it's kind of odd that you can easily see Shrek in his green skin a little bit,
Yeah.
but yet Fiona doesn't notice.
That wasn't in the job description.
maybe it's a perk.
Destiny. You must know how it goes. A princess locked in a tower and beset by a dragon.
It's amazing how Fiona knows what's supposed to happen, and Shrek is like, "What?"
Yeah, you're totally oblivious to it.
Yeah.
You think? Wait a second.
You think that Shrek is your true love?
Well, yes. What is so funny?
Let's just say I'm not your type, okay?
Of course you are. You're my rescuer. Now remove your helmet.
Look, I really don't think this is a good idea.
Just take off the helmet.
I'm not going to.
Take it off.
No!
Now!
Okay!
Yeah, I remember when a friend of mine,
Man.
he basically lent me the the Broadway version of Shrek on DVD, and I just remember being very disappointed. I didn't like it at all.
Never knew they made a Broadway version of that.
They've definitely tried to make remakes on Broadway, which have just gone totally flop. I mean, like I've never seen Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, but that's just hearing the title. I'm just like, oh no way, I'm not seeing that.
Really?
Well, because Spider-Man is a comic book. It's not a. He's not a singing, dancing spider. Just so you know.
Got to be rescued from my true love. Not by some ogre and his pet.
Well, so much for noble steed.
Look, Princess,
Yeah, there's
The
just.
only Broadway adaptation of
It's not my problem.
like it's just any animated movie or a Disney film was I saw Lion King in Hawaii.
The Lion King was
That
great.
was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was, like, it exceeded all my expectations. I didn't. I don't know. I left very satisfied.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of musicals, but you know, there are definitely musicals that nowadays I definitely get disappointed on. But you know, luckily it doesn't happen too much. You know, definitely Broadway has a history of having amazing, great musicals.
Yep.
How you let it down real easy so her feelings aren't hurt, but you don't get burned to a crisp and eat? How you do that?
Just tell her she's not your true love. Everyone knows.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, princess. You can't easily say you're not my true love and not expect them to be just like, oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Lord Farquaad, what's he like?
well, let me put it this way, Princess. Men of Farquaad stature are in
Short supply?
Oh, no, Shrek. There are
measure up to a great ruler like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, you could definitely see why the audience would think, how would Fiona, this princess, fall for this creature, you know?
It'll take that long? Shouldn't we still take care?
Let's take longer. We can keep going.
But there's robbers.
But then, of course, what made it really interesting is how in the end of the movie you actually find out that Fiona is actually an ogre herself.
Hey, over here. Shrek, we can do better than that. No, I don't think this is fit for a princess.
No, it's perfect. It just needs a few homey touches.
Homie touches? Like what?
Like what?
A door? Well, gentlemen, I bid thee good night.
You want me to come in there and read you a bedtime story? Because I will.
I said good night.
Shrek, what are you doing? You know, oh, come on. I was just kidding. That one. That's Throwback. The only ogre to ever spit over 3 wheat fields. Right. Yeah.
Hey, can you tell my future from these stars?
Well, the stars don't tell the future, Donkey. They tell stories. Look, there's Bloodnut.
I've been trying to do it for years, and I still can't pick out shapes just by looking at the stars, you know?
Are you talking about constellations?
Yeah, I still,
Oh.
yeah, it's really hard to pick them out. Like, what is in the shape of what?
Yeah, it's hard if you don't like already know of a lot or know which ones are in the hemisphere that you happen to be in at that moment. Like I can only pick out a few, but when I was in Hawaii, I could pick out more because from that direction you can see other ones that I don't know. It's kind of. But I had this cool app on my phone. It was called Star Tracker, where it was like you point it anywhere in the sky. It tells you the name of each star, where it is, constellations, different planets, moons, satellites. And you point anywhere, you point down, it'll show you the other side of the Earth. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, my dad.
All in real time.
Yeah, my dad has it on his phone too, and
I loved it.
Keep somebody out.
Do you think?
Are you hiding something?
Never mind, Donkey.
Like I had it when during the eclipse. I was at work at the time, but like just in a restaurant, I was like looking for it and like it showed it right there on the screen. It was pretty sweet.
Why do you want to talk about it? Why are you block? I'm not blocking.
Oh, yes, you are.
Donkey.
I remember one day I was looking at it and it showed the constellation for Cancer, and it looked like right there where Saturn was. I think no, it was Saturn, yeah. And it looked like the crab was eating Saturn because where the constellation was. It was really cool.
Now see,
I
you can
screenshotted it and I put it on Facebook. It was dope.
now see that shot right there where you just got a glimpse of Fiona looking at the door. You can rarely see it, but you can see that she looks different.
I missed it.
They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those scenes.
They look like the scene from The Grudge.
You know what? When we met, I didn't think he was just a big, stupid, ugly ogre.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Is that a nod to
especially.
the DreamWorks logo? The shot right here.
Yeah, that's with the moon and yeah. Well, except the logo is a half moon.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a very iconic clip.
You know how they made that logo? They used the main editor's, I think it was son or nephew, post for that fishing thing, the fishing silhouette.
Yeah.
And they used that and they put that in there. That's how you come up with the silhouette for that
Yeah,
part of the logo.
yeah. I especially love it that in any DreamWorks movie they see, when they open with the logo, you can always hear that music from Shrek.
I didn't notice that.
Even though it's not the actual movie Shrek that they're showing,
Yeah.
like whenever they open that logo, they always have the music playing from Shrek, which is pretty cool.
Well, it kind of makes me curious now to see any movie that came out before Shrek. What was it like? Like what kind of music jingle did they put, if any?
I mean, definitely DreamWorks had a lot some great films before Shrek, but I honestly gotta say, I think it was after Shrek that just made the studio more popular and able to make more great films like
Yeah, without a doubt.
The Kung Fu Panda series and that sort of thing. Cause yeah, I think when I first saw this movie Shrek, I think it was the first time I'd ever seen that type of like animation.
I think Shrek did for DreamWorks what Toy Story did for Pixar.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple before that, but those were like the first major ones that really took off.
Morning. How do you like your eggs?
Good morning, princess.
What's all
See, I want some eggs now.
We kind of got off to a bad start yesterday, and I wanted to make it up to you. I mean, after all, you did rescue me.
thanks.
Well, eat up. Got a big
It's amazing how Fiona still looks very, very nice. Like she doesn't look dirty or anything, you know.
What? It's a compliment. Better out than in, I always say.
That's what I always say often. I always use that reference. Better out than in, I always say.
You know, you're not exactly what I expected.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them.
Flipped it on him. Reference to what he said earlier.
And of course, this is Robin Hood. But of course, they just made him more so into himself, more spoiled kind of thing, which is pretty funny.
Go find your own. Please, monster. Can't you see I'm a little busy here?
But yeah, like what I was saying earlier about it doesn't matter if you can pull off many accents, it just matters how you portray the character.
Exactly.
So like Robin Hood, for example, if you guys ever seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner doesn't have an English accent or anything. He just sounds like himself.
Yeah.
But yet he's able to portray that character so well. Yeah, I
They
mean,
wanted to put that twist on it, so it wasn't like so like panderish to that character, to the audience. You know, give it more English, well, not say English, American twist to that character in that particular film.
okay, now this has to be the first time that I've ever seen a girl kick butt.
In this movie,
Yeah, yeah, this has to be the first time I actually seen a woman kicking ass. Like,
in any movie at all, or just this one?
well, this was the first movie.
Oh,
This is the first time I'd see a woman kicking ass. You know, I've seen plenty after that, obviously, but I think this was the first time I'd seen a woman finally being able to kick ass and not being a damsel in distress.
you must not have seen many movies before this, huh?
Well, it just seemed like a lot of movies before this, like it was always about the man saving the woman kind of thing, and yeah, I just like the fact that here's a fairy tale.
Oh, and
Where
also
you-
I
where you
forgot.
got-
I also kind of forgot like when you was born too. Like, wow, yeah, that's kind of far back. Yeah.
Yeah, this was like the first fairy tale where you actually see a princess not being just a damsel in distress.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, as far as fairy tales are concerned, that's
Yeah,
the
as
point.
far-
Yeah, I thought you meant movies in general.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
Wow, you haven't,
No, I
you haven't
meant-
seen hardly anything.
No, sorry, I meant fairy tales. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Donkey, okay.
Oh, you can't do this to me.
I said, "Yup, is that?"
Keep your legs elevated. Turn your head and call. Does anyone know how to handle it?
Donkey, calm down. If you want to help Shrek, run into the woods and find me a blue flower with red thorns.
Look up, red thorns. Okay, I'm on it.
Blue flower, red nose. Blue flower, red
Don't die, Shrek. If you see a long tunnel, stay away from the light. Donkey just gets so in the moment. Like, okay, what do we do? What do we do?
Now you hold still and I'll yank this thing out.
Ow, hey, That's tender. Would you? What you're doing is the opposite of that. Okay, look. Time out. Would you?
Okay. What do you propose we do?
Right there, she definitely sounds like Cameron Diaz right there.
Yeah.
You can see her, hear it come out so much.
If I wasn't colorblind.
So much easier if I wasn't colorblind.
Shrek, I'm coming!
Ow! Not good.
Okay. No, okay, I can nearly see that. It's just about.
She was really funny in What Happens in Vegas. That's probably one of my favorite roles I've seen her in. It was a funny movie.
Look, if you wanted to be alone, all you had to do was ask, okay?
Oh, come on. That's the last thing on my mind. The princess here was just. Ow!
Hey, what's that? Is that blood?
Donkey is just so dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of people were have been wondering how come Eddie Murphy hasn't done films lately. And I think I heard somewhere that there was really only
No, it was one last year. Mr. Church. It was a drama.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I never seen that. But anyway, I thought I heard somewhere that Eddie Murphy only wanted to be an actor for a certain amount of time to make a certain amount of money, and then he just wanted to let it all go, kind of thing. I don't know if that's still true, but that's what.
Well, that's how he started out. Well, that's what it started out for him after he left. After he stopped doing stand up. When he stopped doing stand up, he started doing acting full time, but it wasn't like his career plan. But he just kept doing it because he had good roles, and then he just ended up making so much crazy money. Been doing like the movies where he was doing multiple characters, you know, like the Nutty Professors, the Norbits, things of that nature. Then the voiceover work came; it just kept snowballing from there.
It's funny how they're able to make balloons out of those things.
I mean, as far as him is concerned, like probably my favorite movie of all time was one of his first movies. It was Coming to America. I think one of the first ones that he directed and produced himself. Also, Harlem Nights, also one of my favorites.
I mean, honestly, I have to say the only other movie I like that Eddie Murphy did besides Shrek was Daddy Daycare.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a really funny one.
I'm worried about Donkey. What? I mean, look at him. He doesn't look so good.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Well, that's what they always say. And then next thing you know, you're on your back.
Dead.
Dead.
You know, she's right. You look awful. Do you want to sit down?
Oh, you know, I'll make you some tea.
Well, I didn't want to say nothing, but I got this twinge in my neck, and when I turn my head like this, look, ow, see?
Who's hungry?
See, you could definitely see that Fiona and Shrek are really starting to bond and really starting to get close. And
Feel my toe.
they're just using Donkey as an excuse to not go back to Duloc, just so they could spend at least one more day or evening together.
Okay.
What is this?
A weed rat. Rotisserie style.
Oh, this is delicious.
Well, they're also great in stews. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I make a mean weed rat stew.
I guess I'll be dining.
That's beautiful, right there, with the clouds and the
Maybe
sun in the background.
swamp sometime. I'll cook all kinds of stuff for you.
And what's more romantic than just being out in nature, you know?
I like that.
My phone on the bed. Well, if I can't find it, I can't hear it. I was going to turn the sound off, but if I can't find it, then I'm not worried about hearing it.
You want me to call it?
Princess?
Nah.
Shrek.
I was wondering. Are you... Are you gonna eat that?
Yeah, I don't think love is ever going to be something we're ever going to figure out, honestly.
It's late. It's very late.
What?
Well, I used to be afraid of the dark too. Until, hey, no, wait, I'm still afraid of the dark.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, now I really see what's going on here.
Oh, what you talking about?
Hey, I don't even want to hear it. Look, I'm an animal and I got instincts, and I know that you two are digging on each other. I can feel it.
Yeah, especially with this scene, it makes me think about how, I keep on thinking I want to tell this one girl how I really feel, but
There's nothing to tell.
it just seems like I can't.
I did tell her that.
Because so far, everyone else that I've asked, like,
You talking about who I think you're talking about? I'm not gonna say her name, but
yes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But no, it's like, yeah, it's like you and everybody else keep on telling me, just let it go, just don't. I'm just like, I can't.
Princess Fiona.
So yeah, this is definitely an iconic scene where you find out not only is Fiona falling for might be falling in love for someone who you would think is completely out of her league, but actually you find out Shrek is actually exactly probably the right thing for Fiona, because she herself is an ogre.
Shrek! Shrek! Shrek!
It's okay.
What are you doing to Princess?
Donkey, shh, I'm the princess.
Ah!
It's me. In this body.
My God.
You ate the princess.
Shrek! Shrek! Shrek!
This is me.
Princess? What happened to you? You're
But see, it's kind of hard to say that she's ugly or that Shrek is ugly,
Was it something that you ate? Because I told Shrek those rats was a bad idea.
because a lot of films, when they try to make people ugly or scary, like
I ain't never seen you like this before.
they always make them half a little bit scary, but half like beautiful and gorgeous looking,
that's the shallow how effect, where you see the inner one out and vice versa. And want to make the audience see that too.
I didn't know you wrote poetry.
Because I mean, she's still got the red hair and the green eyes and I mean it's not like she has like warts on her face or like a big chin or that sort or big feet or that sort of thing. Which I guess is the only thing that kind of confuses me when you're trying to bring a message about someone falling for someone who you think is out of their league.
Not to be superficial.
Yeah.
You're not that ugly. And look, where you are, I ain't gonna lie, you are ugly. But you only look like this at night. Shrek's ugly 24/7.
Donkey, I'm a princess. And this is not how a princess is meant to look.
Princess, how about if you don't marry Farquaad?
I have to. Only my true love's kiss can break the spell.
But how do you know he's your true love?
You're kind of ugly. And Shrek, well, you got a lot in common.
Shrek?
Princess, how's it going, first of all? Good? Good for me too. I'm okay. I saw this flower and it's beautiful. Well, I don't really like it, but I thought you might like it because you're pretty. But I like you anyway. I'm in trouble. Okay, here we go.
Really? Who could ever love a beast so hideous and ugly? Princess and ugly don't go together. That's why I can't stay here with Shrek. My only chance to live happily ever after is to marry my true love. Don't you see, Donkey? won't tell. Promise.
All right, I won't tell him. But you should. You know, before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
See, even in an intense, dramatic scene, you know, Donkey just has to say a few words and then you laugh again.
I tell him not. I tell him. I tell him not. I tell him. Shrek! Shrek! There's something I want.
Yeah, and again, guys, please, if you want to see us, or if you want to hear us doing more commentaries or anything like that, please just describe below. Please let us know. So.
Shrek!
Perfect. Never been better.
I don't. There's something I have to tell you.
You don't have to tell me anything, princess. I heard enough last night.
You heard what I said?
Every word.
I thought you'd understand.
Oh, I understand. Like you said, who could love a hideous, ugly beast?
Luckily, I've never had any women
It does.
telling me saying something about me that I didn't like. But I guess the only thing as far as like heartfelt stuff, especially nowadays, what's really annoying is that when a woman gives me their number and I try calling them, but they never call me back.
It seems to be a common thing out here for some reason.
Yeah, out here in the mountains, definitely. Especially I could be accidentally flirting or making out with someone, and then they'll never tell me. But then they'll find out that they actually have a boyfriend or they're married. I'm like, oh crap.
I am Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad? Oh, no. Forgive me.
Why the name sounds so much like fuckwad?
That's funny how he's got his own arms and longer legs on the horse.
It's not like it has feelings.
No, you're right. It doesn't.
Princess Leopatra.
Just can't get over that F. I swear it's like just looks just like the Facebook logo.
Your hand in marriage. Will you be the perfect bride for the perfect groom?
Lord Farquaad, I accept. Nothing would make...
Excellent! I'll start the plans. For tomorrow we head.
No! I mean, why wait?
Yeah, you could definitely tell that Fiona isn't in love with this guy, but she just really wants to get married, or because she just really wants to get a kiss so that she doesn't have to turn into an ogre anymore.
Yeah, they make it obvious.
Very well, Ogre.
Shrek, what are you doing? You let me get away. Yeah, so what? Shrek, there's something about it that you don't know.
Why got the stranger craving for pound cake?
I
Oh,
know you
so
talked to her
I don't know.
last night. You're great pals, aren't you? Now, if you two are such good friends, why don't you follow her home? Shrek, I want to go with you.
I get weird dessert cravings at the weirdest times of the day. I don't know where. I lie.
I live alone.
I haven't had pound cake in a long time though, so maybe that's where it's came from. I don't know what stemmed it.
This scene definitely got me really choked up when I saw it at first, because
Yeah, you know what?
just seeing how sad Donkey gets left.
I'm gonna have to grab you a tissue.
Oh, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not choking him now. I'm just saying when I first saw this. I love this song. Now, it's not sung by the actual artist,
What
so
artist is that?
I forgot his name, but this is a different guy singing the song. So I guess that's always concerned me, is why is there another guy singing another guy's song? But,
So I've heard multiple versions of this song. Like Was it? What's the name of that church? They sing it all the time. Man, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I've been to it quite a few times too. It's here in town.
definitely at this point in the movie, you definitely feel sorry for Shrek, but after what he did to Donkey, you kind of think he's a dick, you know. I like how that armor was kind of looked like what Shrek was wearing. Yeah, especially with friends. You know, one of the things that you gotta.
Forgot about that dragon.
Yeah, it's funny how she shows up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I completely forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things you gotta learn is that, you know, no matter how much your friends or your loved ones try to push you away or what, no, you just gotta come back to them because they'll definitely at some point they'll need you more than ever. So, and so that's why I like this scene when Donkey comes back and just totally mouths off to Shrek, being just like, "Look, you're being a dick, you're an asshole, but you're my friend. I'm still here for you, so you're just gonna have to deal with that, you know."
Not through it. It is around your half. See, that's your half, and this is my half.
Oh, your half.
Yes, my half. I helped rescue the princess. I did half the work. I get half the booty. Now hand me that big old rock, the one that looks like your head.
Back off.
No, you back off.
This is my swamp.
Our swamp.
Let go, donkey.
You let go.
Stubborn jackass.
Smelly ogre.
Fine.
Hey, come back here. I'm not through with you yet.
Well, I'm through with you.
You know what? You was always me. Well, guess what? Now it's my turn. So you just shut up and pay attention. You are mean to me. You insult me and you don't appreciate anything that I do. You always push me around or pushing me away.
Oh, yeah? Well, if I treated you so bad, how come you came back?
Because that's what friends do. They forgive each other.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I always love, like, in movies about these two guys, like, one is supposed to be the hero and the other is supposed to be the sidekick. And it's like at first you think it's all about the hero and the sidekick is just there for support, but then later on you find out that having a sidekick is definitely important because they'll always have your back and they'll always be the hero in the end. So
Well, then who was she talking about?
yeah, I loved how they were switching it up. So it's like this time Donkey is being the hero and
Okay, look. I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I guess I am just a big, stupid, ugly ogre. Can you forgive me?
That's what friends are for, right?
So,
Oh, thanks.
what did you say?
Yes, me, Paul. Just go ask her.
Anyone any
No, Wendy! We'll never
Okay.
make it in time.
Never fear. But where there's a will, there's a way, and I have a way.
What was that thing they put on the dragon's neck? Was that like is that a collar or something?
no, it's still the chain around
Oh.
her neck. It's from the
Oh, I see now.
the-
Yeah, I see it hanging out.
Yeah, the candle
Right.
thing that Shrek was able to get around her neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot right there with all the clouds and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely stinks back in the 1800s, especially, like, you know, certain people were forced to marry other people, especially with kings.
They're still doing that. Fixed marriages. Some cultures they still do fixed marriages.
Yeah, but I mean, it's certainly a lot not as worse as it was, but
Oh yeah,
you know,
right.
yeah, you could just tell that Fiona's not excited to marry this guy.
Yeah.
If we need y'all with, how about that? Shrek, wait a minute. Look, you want to do this right, don't you?
What are you talking about?
It's a line you gotta wait for. The priest is gonna say, speak now, forever hold your peace. And that's when you say, I object.
Oh, I don't have time for this.
Hey, wait, what are you doing? Listen to me. Look, you love this woman, don't you?
Yes.
You wanna hold her?
Yes.
Please,
Think you got to show a little turkey there? It chicks love that romantic crap.
I like that song. I know he's gonna start singing or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it when he sings.
he already said,
Oh, for the love of Pete!
oh, now what does he want?
Just the wave of people standing up.
Yeah, they're just like, whoa.
Good time out here.
I mean, it just looks so real, you know?
Yeah.
It's rude enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a wedding.
Fiona, I need to talk to you.
Oh, now you want to talk? Well, it's a little late for that, so if you'll excuse me.
But you can't marry him.
And why not?
Because he's just marrying you so he can be king.
Outrageous! Fiona, don't listen. He's
Sorry, a little technical difficulties.
oh, this is precious. The ogre has fallen in love with the princess. Oh, good lord.
It's kind of weird how
studio
they're,
audience cues and shit.
yeah, they're like instructing the audience what to do.
Is this true?
Who cares? It's preposterous. Fiona, my love, we're but a kiss away from our happily ever after. Now kiss me.
See, you can. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I honestly think by now Shrek is more good looking of a man than Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad, he's just like he looks like an Eric Idle or something. Yeah, why would Fiona be worried of what Shrek would think about that?
Disgusting. Guards! Guards! I order you to get them out of my sight. No! Get them! Get them! Nothing. This marriage is binding, and that makes me king. See? See? No! Stand there, you moron. Get out of my way, Fiona! Get it! As for you, my wife, I'll have you locked back in that tower for the rest of your days. I will have order. I will have perfection. I will have. All right, no matter what. I got a dragon here, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm a donkey on the edge.
Celebrity marriages, they never last, do they?
Fiona?
Yes, Shrek.
I love you.
Really?
Yeah, definitely movies like these make me think of my parents, my mom and dad, because they've been married for so long, and I think they're thinking about having like renewing their vows at some point or something like that. So
Yeah, Kim knows your parents. My roommate's girlfriend. I don't know if you met her. She works at Alpenglow and somewhere else. But yeah, she's so much she knew you when you was like a little boy.
No, my parents are the reason why I don't give up on finding true love, you know. I mean, as hard as it is and difficult as it is, you know, I always just keep on thinking, well, your parents have been able to live happily ever after thus far, so, you know.
Plus, you're still pretty young. You got plenty of time too.
Yeah, I just turned 26, but still, it's like after. I mean, I don't know about you, but it just seems like after high school, it just seems like the years keep on going by so fast.
Well, everything goes quick after high school.
Yeah.
But you are beautiful.
I was hoping this would be a happy ending.
I just remember hearing this song at the movie theater, and I just couldn't stop moving. I was just like, mom and I, we were just moving our feet, and like,
I was like dancing in a
and
theater.
just singing. And there's a hot face. I'm a believer. And this was the first time that I heard Eddie Murphy sing. And I didn't know that he could sing.
Yeah, he can actually sing. He actually did an album a long time ago. Like when he first, not when he first started doing movies, maybe kind of near the beginning of his movie career. He actually did an album. It didn't do too well, but you ever seen Dreamgirls? This is like a lot later on in his career. He got older, but he did a singing role in that movie, and actually singing for real. He can sing when he wants to.
I recently saw this old stand-up.
This is him like singing in character, the voice donkey voice, but when he sings like his real voice, he actually can't sing.
I recently saw a stand-up where Eddie Murphy, who was impersonating Michael Jackson, and he just nailed it. He sounded like him. He was singing like him. It was amazing.
Big ass bear.
And here they do the classical ending of the book closing, and yeah. Well, anyway, guys, this is Barron Farnell. Thanks for watching. Definitely subscribe. We appreciate all the love and support, and we might do another one. So.
You want to plug your social medias?
So yeah, just look. If you look up my YouTube channel, it's just Barron Farnell on YouTube. You can also look me up on Facebook, Barron Farnell. You can also look me up on Twitter under Shred Baron, and yeah, you can look up Khari.
Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube.com/Khari Martino G 1999-81, Facebook.com Khari Martino. You got, and they're all in the links below in the description below. You also find my music and music videos here on my YouTube channel, SoundCloud.com/Khari/Martino. All other social media, the same names, same links. And thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you later. Take care.